Today's episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace.
Do it.
Right now. Don't even listen to this podcast. It ain't even going to be that good.
It's pretty, I'm not going to listen to it.
Yeah, but you're on it.
Shit.
Hello, everybody. It's time for McCox and Crendor.
This is Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. Before our recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's up. Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to McCox and Crendor in the morning.
Hello.
What? Where'd you go?
Hello.
Oh, you were goofing.
I was teleporting.
I know that's not true, so why would you lie to people like that?
Teleportation.
There are people listening right now who believe that you have the power of teleportation.
George, I learned how to teleport.
George, the other day I was on a podcast and a man teleported. He did, right in front of me.
That's amazing.
I know. I told him don't trick people, and he said, "I'm not tricking. I'm just teleporting."
Wow.
And
what an
I
age we
know.
live
It's blowing my mind right now.
in. Make sure to buy our merchandise.
I'm also very drunk.
I'm always drunk.
Speaking of drunk, oh my God. This week, so many people sent us articles. You have no clue. One of my favorite ones, I'm not going to save it for the news because screw it, this is
All
too
right,
good.
great.
And related to what we're talking about. Drunk time traveler arrested during alien invasion warning by police in Casper, Wyoming. Police say a central Wyoming man was arrested for public intoxication, claiming he traveled back in time to warn of an alien invasion. Casper police say the man they encountered at 10:30 p.m. on a Monday said he was from the year 2048. KTWO AM and Casper, you know KTWO
KTWO-AM.
definitely plays coast to coast at night.
Oh,
They do.
No doubt.
They have to.
Yeah.
That's why they're reporting on this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Casper reports that the man told police he wanted to warn people in Casper that aliens will arrive next year and that they should leave as soon as possible. Where would you go? First off, where would you go, guy? If aliens are coming, first off, why are they coming to Casper? Second off, where would they go?
You want me
if
to tell
aliens
you?
come to Earth, it's over.
I'll tell you.
Uh-huh.
Casper. Do you know where Casper is?
The Friendly Ghost? I have no idea what it is.
No, the town.
I don't know. It's in Wyoming.
Exactly. You know, nobody knows about Wyoming. Right?
Nobody has a
Yeah.
clue. You're right. You're right.
Exactly. The aliens know that. Perfect base settlement. They're never going to go to Wyoming. Second, the aliens. This is like one of those movies. You know the movies where the person's running around like, you got to believe me. And everyone's like, you're stupid. This is that guy. This is the protagonist. And we're just laughing at him.
Let me finish the story.
Okay.
I know you want to believe.
All right.
He asked to speak to the president of the town about 170 miles, 270 kilometers northwest of Cheyenne. The man told police he was only able to time travel because aliens filled his body with alcohol. He noted he was supposed to be teleported to the year 2018, not this year, to which he was very agitated about.
All right. Yeah, he's crazy.
I love the fact that he's like, look, the only way you can time travel is by being filled with alcohol. Also, I wasn't even supposed to be in 2017. I was supposed to be in 2018. I can't believe they said. I love this guy. I love that he got caught being drunk in public, and his out was, guys, I'm from the future, and I'm not even supposed to be in this year. I don't even know what's going on.
I didn't even know that. I thought this year happened.
Also, I would have gotten real scientific with it and been like, I'm not even supposed to be in Cheyenne, but the damn curvature of the earth and the way it spins around the sun and all this other BS. I should have been in New York, but here I am. Oh, I'm off by 1,000 miles. It's so dumb. I would have gone real crazy with it. I would have been like, oh, I forgot about the seasons. And every year we get a little, like a micro inch closer to the sun. I'm surprised I'm not in the earth right now. I would have gone crazy.
I knew in the year 2048, I thought we'd be in the 5th season by now. There's a 5th season that will be birthed at 2036.
Yeah, the season of Sprawl. It's not quite fall. It's not quite spring. Sprawl.
It's because of the warm. It's because of the warm. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I guess I'm not going to that website anymore. It literally just gave me there is a problem with your plugin, and then tried to pop up 5,000 ads. Damn.
They want you to
All right,
see
never
those
mind.
ads.
Yeah, they wanted me to see those ads because I am susceptible to bullshit stories. So they figured I would be susceptible to crappy ads too. They got me.
All right. Here's something that I had to bring up. All right.
Okay.
So before we get into our trip we had, my trip. All right.
I was about to say, what trip
we went on a trip.
What trip did we go on, man?
So I was watching TV late night, and there's one of the late night shopping networks. It was like the Home Shopping Network, and there's a man talking about coins, and he is just like, "This is a 15th mint condition Jefferson quarter. These quarters do not come around often. This is only as rare as the Kennedy. You're not gonna get this any other time. $70. You're getting 20 of these quarters, prime silver." And I just listened to him talk and try to sell these coins, and I had some questions. One of the questions was, who collects coins?
You know, I used to think my dad collected coins until I realized he was just a hoarder and collects everything and has bins of just stuff. And I'm like, oh, no, you don't collect coins. You just collect things in the hopes that one day they'll be worth something. It's like Beanie Baby people. I collected them all. Maybe one day they'll be, or people who got Star Wars action figures in the hopes that one day they'll be worth something.
Yeah.
No. I used to think I knew a person who collected coins, but no, I don't.
It's like stamps. Stamps are on the same level. But I think I'd rather have coins than stamps. At least you can melt the coins down and sell the metal.
Except that one stamp that's like a reverse upside down stamp that's worth millions now or whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember that stamp.
That's pretty cool. I don't know of any coins that are worth that much money. But I guess there's got to be some doubloons, old pirate doubloons. Plus they're cursed, so that's good.
But these ones they sell on the Home Shopping Network, they're just this is just 20 Jefferson nickels. And it's
those are literally nickels that they're selling to you for way too much money.
Yeah.
In the hopes that you're a dummy and gonna be like, it'll be worth something. This is an investment for my grandkids. Sure it is. All right.
I don't get it. And then they would change up the coins every 5 to 10 minutes. He'd bring out a new thing of coins. Then he was throwing the coins onto a pile, those arcade machines where they got all the coins and shit stacked up. It was like that. And he kept throwing them on the pile, and they'd slide down the pile. He's like, "These are rare coins."
So rare, I'm throwing them on a pile. I don't care if they get scratched.
Yeah. And he's like, "I've been selling these for 20 years, and I have never seen a coin this rare. This is the rarest coin I've ever seen."
Then why would you sell it on TV?
I don't know. It's got to be for old people. Because number one, I don't know any younger people that buy things on the Home Shopping Network. Shit,
they can barely get money doing jobs.
You can barely
they don't have
buy
money to spend on money.
Your avocados.
Yeah, you got to get avocado and toast. That's expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive, especially if you're going to Whole Foods. And then,
although speaking of Whole Foods, shout out to Amazon for buying Whole Foods because now everything's getting way cheaper.
Yeah, they're reducing all the prices and stuff. It's fine with me.
I might actually start going again.
I go to Whole Foods, but I buy very specific items, 4 of them.
I want to go to Whole Foods and buy all the weird shit and make a video. Jesse tries celery water.
Oh my god, that's a great idea.
I just wanted, I'm like, what is this? It's just water with a stick of celery in it. What is this bullshit?
Oh my god, I want to do that now too.
No, you can't do that. You have to wait.
I'll steal it.
You have to wait till you come here, and then we have to do it together.
All right, that's fine.
Although someone's gonna steal the idea now before that happens. All right, it's a race. Whoever can do it first.
Got it. Oh my god, brilliant.
Perfect.
And then, well, I guess we can do it in different styles. I'll do it in a non-content style. You can do a full-on review.
I'm not going to do a review. I'm going to be like, this water's bullshit. That's my review.
Then I already know the ending. You're just going to say it's all bullshit.
No, I won't. There's got to be some good stuff. I'm sure of it.
I'll be like, hints of celery, light taste, probably soaked for 24 hours at minimum, maybe 48.
It's literally just
I can taste
water with a stick of celery in it. I can't figure out why it's like $6.
That's like, okay. That's like the people I put up that video, and they're like, Fiji water. You can taste the difference of Fiji water. Someone in there is like,
Fiji water is like, look, everyone who commented like, Fiji water, oh, you're just wasting your money. Fiji water tastes better. I don't care what anyone says. It tastes better.
It tastes better. I've tasted many different water, and everyone's like, it's just bottled water. It's not. I'm telling you. Okay, if you tried Dasani, all right, Dasani shit water, all right? Maybe if you like Dasani, I'm sorry, but it tastes bad. You can tell Dasani water from Fiji water. Give me a taste test. I'll take your taste test, and I'll prove you wrong.
I'm down for all waters, be they bottled or non. But if I'm going to have water in my home, and I'm going to give water to my guests, it's going to be the best water I can give to them because I love them, not enough to poison them with Dasani. Dasani will kill you.
Dasani will kill you. What's that other? Aquafina. That's the other shit one.
Aquafina, made of runoff, drug water runoff.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm telling you, you can taste the difference of Fiji water. You can taste it. Maybe
now
you need.
That doesn't mean that we are justifying the fact that there's such a thing as celery water. That's garbage.
Right.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
That's probably Dasani
You know what?
mixed in with some celery.
I haven't tried it yet. I'm not going to judge it till I try it. Maybe.
I'm totally judging it. I am prejudging. I am Judge Judy on this.
All I know is I've tried many different bottled waters. All right, like Dasani, Aquafina, Ice Mountain, some weird Polish one, some other weird Polish one.
One called Diamond Water. It is water that apparently is run over diamonds. It tastes like shit. Don't put stones on your water and then expect me to drink it.
Oh, I saw H3 bought that and tried it.
It's garbage.
It's garbage.
Even if you got diamonds on your water, it's not going to make crappy water better. That's all I'm saying.
Like, yeah. Listen, it's
If anything, you should be complaining about all the plastic that's with those bottles.
Yeah.
That's killing me, not the water in it.
And if
Complain
anything,
about the plastic. I'd accept you complaining about the plastic.
Yeah, the plastic, it probably gets like in a truck, the like plastic bleeds into the water or some shit. It probably makes
we're
it really
killing
bad.
fish and all that you can yell at me about.
Yeah.
Don't yell at me about my water.
But here's the thing. I barely even buy bottled water. I got those like filtered bottles. It's like a bottle like you have for when you go exercising or biking or whatever.
Right.
And it's got a filter
Right.
in it, and I just fill it with tap water, and then it filters it as I drink it, and it's great. That's what I do. But whenever I have to get bottled water, I buy a Fiji one. I don't go buy it by the truckloads every week.
All I'm saying is my fridge, I keep having to explain this to people. My fridge exists only for two reasons. One, because I'm grabbing a drink on the way out, or two, when I have guests over. That's it. I'm only at the office 90% of my day, and the rest of the time I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Or traveling. So, like, I don't want to keep things that can go bad in the fridge.
Then you'll just have a fridge full of things that are bad.
Yeah, then I have all, like, brown shit. So then when Crendor comes over, it'll be like, why does Jesse have all these vegetables that look gross? Because I'm never at home.
So, if you do want to see this fridge video, non-content, episode 1, the Phantom Jesse Cox fridge on Wow Crendor channel. Check it out.
No wonder it's such a bad video. Phantom Jesse Cox fridge.
And you can also see the Go-Gurt. I got Go-Gurt, but it was Stonyfield Go-Gurt, and all they had was the kids' Go-Gurt. But you know what?
Yeah, sure.
It was good.
Sure they did.
It
Sure
was
they
good.
did. You went out and you bought Go-Gurt and sleeping medicine.
Because I had to fall asleep.
I am pretty sure anyone who would have
made
seen that,
me
you're
fall
with the registry
asleep.
right now. You are with the registry right now. They're like watching you. Like, I don't know what this kid's doing, buying Go-Gurt and sleeping aids, but I feel like kids Go-Gurt.
Listen, that guy
I feel
at
like
the
you're
register
trouble.
was creepy as shit.
He didn't judge you. He was like, good idea.
And then there was the angry man.
Did we talk about this? I can't
No,
remember
we
if we
didn't
talked
talk about
this.
it on the podcast. We just talked about
we
it
talked
with
about
like
this all the
Kristen
time.
and like everybody at the office, but
Yeah,
never
we
on the
told
podcast.
everyone we knew. So go to really get a. I want to point out this spawned from another story, and I can't remember what we were talking about.
I don't remember.
It was something about Whole Foods.
Oh yeah,
Was it
celery
Whole-
water, right?
No, I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know what we're
Doesn't
talking
matter.
about. Anyway, so we went to this Ralph's Market, and it was, I don't know, it was some time at night, like 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And Crendor was like buying some stuff, and while he was buying stuff, there was a guy 3 or 4 registers over getting really upset for some reason. I couldn't tell you why, but he kept getting redder and redder and more mad at this poor woman. I think it's because he couldn't understand her, maybe. I don't know. But he flips out and like grabs all of his stuff back off the little belt area and throws it back in his cart. And he's like, fuck! And he like rumbles away, and he almost hits me as I'm walking towards him. And I turn around thinking, oh my God, he's about to hit Crendor. And I look in Crendor's back with his camera out. I was like, oh my God, Crendor's filming all of this. It's going to be so good. And the guy's like red-faced, and he's like talking to himself. And he goes over to the other guy who we thought was definitely like some type of...
Very creepy, man.
Yeah. Don't leave your children with this man is what we're saying. And so he goes over to him, and he's like, oh, that lady over there. And he starts talking and getting crazy. Crendor is filming all of it, I think. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be the best. He comes over, and I'm like, dude, did you get all that? And he goes, get all what? I'm like, you didn't see that? You didn't see what happened? And he shows me his phone, and he spent the entire time taking a photo of dog vodka.
Dog vodka.
Vodka for dog lovers is what he took his phone out for. Meanwhile, I thought he was recording this incredible moment of this guy losing his mind. I guess our priorities are different.
I didn't even see him until he was leaving the store.
Yeah, I had to point him out. I can't believe he was screaming. I can't believe you were oblivious to it.
I was so focused on the dog vodka. Here's what it said. Vodka for dog people. We created vodka for dog people to unite with friends, fans, and partners to make the world a better place for pet. They spelled better wrong. Place for pets and their families far and wide. Vodka for dog people. Tito's vodka.
I mean,
Dog.
sure.
Like they make it sound like they're giving dogs vodka, or it's like dog vodka.
It's on your Twitter somewhere.
Yeah,
People
it's
can go
on my
look
Twitter.
at it. It's so silly.
Listen, it was just a dumb, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. I was so focused on this. I thought it was vodka for dogs. And that's my story.
Yep,
Yeah.
that happened.
And then we watched MTV, which I haven't watched MTV in so long that I didn't know what happened to the programming. It's like, it was bad. But now
It was very bad.
But now it's gotten even worse.
Yeah, we watched 2 shows. One was 90s House. 90s House was great, actually.
Yeah, I love 90s House.
90s House was really entertaining. It was just a bunch of weirdos trying to live in a house but like stuck in the 90s, and a bunch of B-list 90s celebrities were like, hey, it's the 90s now. And then they had to do an intro to a sitcom that wasn't real, but one of the groups forgot to read the rules, so they made theirs about a sitcom called Cash Money High.
Yeah.
And
Which even
the
then.
girl who was leading that team was like a meme of a human being.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't
Easily
a real
one of the most
person
annoying human beings I've witnessed ever.
ever. It was incredible, and everyone was just like, we gotta get her out. And then when they kicked her out, she did this huge speech about why and no one appreciated her and how awesome she was. And it was like, oh, sweet child, I know you hurt inside. I can see it in your eyes. And she's like, I'm good. I'm the best there ever was. No one can mess with me. And it's like, oh, I just want to help you. I just want to give you a hug. Has no one ever hugged you? She's like, oh, people be hurting. But that's okay.
She's like the cash me outside girl.
That's exactly who she was.
Yeah. It's like,
Exactly
you don't
who
know 90s House? You don't know me? Like, all right.
And then
When that guy cried, she yelled at the guy and he cried. And he's like, sometimes you gotta fake cry to get sympathy. And I was like, what the shit?
yes, yes. I forgot about him. There was a guy who was the like techie, nerdy Asian kid who had all these gadgets and all this shit. And so when they took it, everyone's like, oh man, he's gonna cry. He's like, oh, I can't live without my gadgets. And so the entire time he was really like emotional and weird. And at the very end, she yelled at him and he cried and everyone felt really bad for him. And then at the like post-credit thing, he's like, dummies. I cried on purpose. And I'm just like, what? He's like, I'm going to use it against them. They think I'm stupid, but I'm going to get them all. And I was like, this is the greatest show I have ever seen.
Now that's reality television.
That is reality TV. Oh, so good.
And then,
oh my God. Then the other show changed everything. That was the show that was terrible.
Yeah. TV. It's like One something. The One. Are you the one?
Yeah.
It's Are you the one?
Basic premise is a bunch of people who have been scientifically matched to be their perfect couple are put in a house.
Put that in air quotes, scientifically.
Right. Scientifically matched to be the perfect couple, but no one knows who their perfect match is. Mm-hmm. And apparently, the only way they all win the money is if they all end up with their perfect match at the end.
Yeah.
But because everyone in this house is like a big, like either dog and or skank. Yeah. Everyone is trying to bang everyone. Yeah. And nobody is like, everyone's like, oh yeah, he must be my one. Or the guy's like, look, I'm going to sleep with all these girls. And it's so funny to watch them like, I couldn't figure out what the point of the show was. I was like, why does this show exist? This is so dumb. Literally, one of the guys is like, yeah, girl, I'm only in love with you. I know they say I'm a player, but I'm not. And he like goes around trying to bang everyone in the house.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
like 20 minutes after he says that, he's like making out with another girl after he just banged.
Yeah. Then there's one girl who meets a guy. First night, sleeps with the dude. Next day, hitting on someone else, and the guy's like heartbroken. He's like, I loved her. It's like, you just met her. And then there's one girl who, at the very beginning, is like, I love music. I want to hang out with this rapper guy who's like this white rapper who's terrible.
He was, oh my God, that guy was another. I imagine this white rapper guy. Remember that Australian rapper we made fun of? That one
Absolutely.
episode.
This is him.
This is him. That was him.
Aussie. Yeah, absolutely. And so this guy is this musician rapper, and she's like, I love music. She goes to hang out with him for like 2 seconds and immediately starts flirting with some other guy who's just much more attractive. Yeah. And so he spends the rest of the episode not just in the friend zone, but living in it.
Yeah.
And
the
other girls
people,
are
like set this up. Like
absolutely.
They set it up.
I'm not saying that we know people who have been on MTV shows and MTV shows are fake, but they are. And so this is like
the reality television's fake.
I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Most of MTV, where it's like, I'm the girlfriend and I'm the boyfriend and we're gonna go out with other people, is totally bullshit. That's not true. Most of that's fake. It's like actors hired.
It's like the old school version of YouTube, like prank things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so this guy spends the entire time just like down on himself. And he's like, he goes out on a date with her and he just is a dick. It's definitely one of those things where, you know how every once in a while someone will post one of those, I'm so old that I don't know what it's called. You know when you swipe left and right, my brain just died.
Tinder.
Yeah. Thank you. I was like, Grindr. Like on Grindr. I guess Grindr counts. But on Tinder, you know how people will post messages people send to each other, and it usually goes something like this, where it's a guy like, hey girl, let me see some nudes, and she's like, I don't think so. We just met each other. It's like, yeah, but like I feel like we have a connection and I want to get some of that. No, I don't think so. And the guy's like, what are you, some bitch? What, like, right?
Yeah,
and
it's like that.
You see those all the time. Mm-hmm. This is what that was like. This guy was trying to be real nice. He's like, yeah, I love music and I love to rap. And she goes to like meet some other guy. So when they finally go out on their date, he's like, yeah, whatever, stupid hoe. It's like, oh boy. Yeah. Okay. And so it's all these people just like being terrible drunks and weirdos. And so it's obviously a party house. Mm-hmm. And everyone there is just there to like get some or to like whatever.
Yeah.
But and I sat there and I couldn't figure out, why would anyone watch this show? What is the point? I don't get it. And then it hit me. The real conceit of this show is that at the end, all these people are going to fall in love with someone on this show. At least that's the plan, right? Mm-hmm. But they have to go into a booth where it matches you. And the only way they win is if everyone gets matched with the person that they are supposed to be with and accepts it, which means all these people that like get matched together may not like each other. In fact, may hate each other.
Yeah.
but they're their perfect match based off of the interactions. So, like, truly, at the end of the day, this is one of the greatest social experiments ever because you know they're going to fail.
Yeah.
They can't win. They cannot win. And it's going to be amazing to see people who are just like, oh, I'm just trying to get laid by everyone, who don't want to be with any of these people, who are just there to, like, sleep with as many women as possible, be matched with the person, and then have to be, like, accept that.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's
I haven't watched an episode since, but I imagine in theory it's a great show.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I would not watch that show again. It was
I
terrible.
turned on MTV just to see if it was on again. I was like, I wonder what's happening on that show. And then it was some other show, and I was like, well, that's enough MTV for me. And I just changed right off.
I mean, if you can handle watching people who are genuinely, like, the worst kind of party people, the people who are just like, I don't even care, I'm going to get wild.
Yeah.
There's this one girl who straight up just...
that girl.
Well, not her. I think you're thinking, like, the one girl who the first episode literally is just, like, pushing her boobs out as far as possible. That girl was incredibly entertaining, but a weirdo. No, I'm talking about the one girl who... There's a very, very attractive, like, black dude on this show, like, chiseled dude. And every one of the women there wants to sleep with this guy. And so...
There was, like, 3 specific Latina women, and they're like, you like Latina women?
Like,
and he's like, oh, I love Latina women. And they're like,
and
all 3 of them were just like, we got to get with him. And they're competing.
They were all like, I'm going to get with him over you. So they start fighting each other.
Yeah.
So he ends up in the... Remember, this is first episode.
Yeah.
So we're talking day 1 or 2. He's in the shower with this one girl fooling around. She leaves. He comes out of the shower. Girl 2 walks in, closes the door. He makes out with her. I was like, what is going on? I can't even, like, maybe I could understand the thought process of, like, I want to fight for my man and I want to win him. But also, I feel like there should be something in your head that says, hey, this guy is sleeping with all 3 of you. Maybe he's not the one to fight for. Like, maybe he's not a good guy. Maybe you should fight for someone who's better.
Yeah, you'd think like something would go off like, wow, if he's willing to do this with me, he's probably willing to do this with someone else as well. Especially since he keeps being like, I'm a player, but like, I'm not a player anymore. And it's like, are you not?
God, so funny. And then he walks out and he, like, goes out to all the other guys, is like, yeah. And then the episode ends with him sleeping next to the girl that he banged in the shower moments after hooking up with this other girl. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what is happening right now? I was infuriated as a human being, just like, this dude, I can't hate on that guy, but I can hate on the entire concept of the show. Because literally, it's infuriating. I was like, I can't hate on him, play, but like, Jesus.
I thought you were talking about the one girl. Where at first we saw her and she was like standing off to the side, and we're like, she's like standing alone, and she's like, yeah, I'm from the South, we're kind of just, you know, different down there. And then she like talks to the one guy. Yeah, the girl who was like in cowboy boots, but everyone else's posture was like relaxed, but her posture was like shoulders and elbows back and just boobs forward the entire time. And every time the camera panned over her, she looked totally out of place, like she was at a photo shoot compared to everyone. It was so weird. She's just like, yeah, I just want to have some fun. And then she was talking to one guy and he's like, yeah, I understand that. And then they like make out or something, and then she like proceeds to make out with everybody. Like, she made out with every guy. They dared her.
They dared her. They're like, yo, kiss everyone. She's like, okay. And she kisses every man and woman in the house. And the guy at first is like, yeah, all right, that's nice. And he like wants to get with her. They bang the first night and everyone like hears it and stuff. And then the next day, she is just off with some other dude.
Yeah. They even like show the thing. They're like, oh, they're banging in there. And they walk in and they're like, yo, what up? They just like keep banging. It's like,
the one guy's like, you want to join us?
So... All
I'm saying is, I don't understand why his reaction then is like, she betrayed me.
Yeah, I know.
I can't believe you did. Like, dude, you literally know nothing about her. She just jumped on you immediately. Pretty sure there's nothing emotional there. Get over it.
Yeah, that was just...
And he was heartbroken, which, again, goes to the people they chose. They clearly picked a guy who... has the emotional maturity of like a child, which is, I want what I want, but if I can't have it, I need to be mad about it. Right? Like you hooked up with this girl, dude, that's cool. Don't freak out the fact that like she's now going to go hook up with everyone, because I'm pretty sure that was her plan to begin with.
Yeah, it probably was.
It's incredible. It's an incredible show filled with terrible people, and it's just like, this is garbage.
It is hot garbage, and I couldn't stop watching.
You know, Crendor, I've been thinking a lot about these MTV shows.
Right.
And how really there should be some sort of website database for the best MTV shows so we can find and learn more about them. And I know you're probably saying, isn't that MTV.com? No, that website is garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage. You know why? Because they didn't use Squarespace.
Yep.
They didn't go to Squarespace, where you can get beautiful, award-winning designer templates all in one platform where you have nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever. 24/7 customer support. Domains, transfer them there. They could put MTV.com on Squarespace. They probably should.
They definitely
is what I'm
should.
saying.
Or, like you said, somebody can just compile a list of a whole bunch of shows, like that one where they go to the person's room and then they like find stuff in their room to determine if they're gonna date them. Remember that one?
I do. Or the one where the guy and the girl meet another person and go on a date with them, and then the current boyfriend and or girlfriend has to sit in the room with the parents and watch them.
And the mom's I picked out the better boyfriend than you.
Sorority Sweet 16 or whatever the hell that was called.
Yeah, Sorority Sweet 16.
Catfish.
Yeah,
all those shows.
A whole bunch.
All those shows.
Yeah, I don't want to like go through the MTV actual site to find them because it's gonna be
That
like
site's
coming
garbage.
up tomorrow, isn't it? I'm like, I don't care. I just want to see the dumb things. Well, I mean, it's all dumb, but
maybe you could make a website that's devoted to music videos.
Yeah,
You know, like a music television website, but where you actually played music videos. You could do that. That's how flexible Squarespace is. You can have a wide range of concepts and ideas. It's made for musicians, designers, artists, restaurants, so much more. You know, everything that's not on MTV.com.
So do it.
Yeah, do it right now. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com. Enter the offer code Cox and Crendor. That's an and Crendor for 10% off your first purchase. Go there. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. We use it. I know that we just talked with a good friend today about a website that he made on Squarespace for his upcoming project. So, like, y'all, jump on it.
Come on.
Make us that website.
Come on.
Order the best shows MTV has ever made. Obviously, Real World Season 4 is first.
Come on.
I don't know if that's true, but I feel like it's got to be one of those.
Well, like season 4. What's season 4?
Seattle, question mark? I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I was too busy in the real world.
Damn.
And then there's the best show, which was the National Geographic Alaskan show. And this woman, there's this woman who is a crazy person. I'm convinced she's a crazy person, just being like, I live out here alone in these parts. But there was like 8 other houses. And I was like, are those just empty houses? Or are those like her houses? But she was like, I got to build a house. So maybe
there were a lot of houses, and I don't know if she lives with other people or by herself, but it was bizarre. You're right.
Yeah, and then she got like a what do you call, like a forklift or whatever? What's that? Bulldozer. And she's
like a little micro bulldozer kind of deal.
She's like, I gotta pull this thing back to my lumber yard. And like started like hooking up everything.
Well, because she was saying that she wanted to make a sauna, but because she lives off of the fact that she can tear down everything she builds, she wants to build a sauna that is makeshift and temporary. And so she needed a way to do that. And apparently her strategy was like find a metal sled and take it back to her camp and then build the sauna out of wood on the metal sled.
Yeah.
But because it's a show where literally nothing dramatic can possibly happen, what I just described there is very boring. They tried to make everything dramatic, and one of the best commercial break moments was she's trying to move the sled. Yeah. And she like is using this bulldozer to try and move it, and it's got like dramatic like ba-da-da-da-da-bum-bum-bum, and she's like trying to move it, and literally it just moves an inch, and she's like, oh, this is gonna be tough. And then when she finally moves it, she hitches it to the back of this thing. When she finally moves it, they go in ultra slow motion, but don't change the audio. So it sounds like she's revving her engines very, very, very hard to like pull this thing out. But in reality, they've just slowed down the frame so much that it looks like she's struggling. But the treads on her tractor aren't moving. Yeah. So and so it's her. It goes freeze frame, but you still hear like and then it speeds up again and it moves. So basically, she got it the first time immediately, but they were like, we have to make this moment dramatic. We've been selling it. And so they edited it to make it look better than it was. And the minute I saw that, I was like, oh, this show's garbage.
Yeah. I was like, wait, are they? And then I just realized, like, oh my God, it's slow motion. They're putting it in slow motion.
And then the guy with his dogs.
Yeah, dog sled
he's
man.
He's like, you gotta take care of your dogs. And every night, the dogs eat before I do. And he like wraps them in little vests. And he had one dog that he massaged its paws. And I was like, this is very cute, if not creepy.
Yeah.
Like, why are you alone out there in the woods with your dogs?
He's like gave up my corporate job. You know, I had like a wife, kids, everything. Moved out here with my dogs.
But why? What? I have a lot of questions. That entire time with that guy, I was like, why though?
Yeah. Yeah, that was... And then there's another man with dogs. He just didn't have a sled. He just walked around with them. And he was like, this here's bad ice. Don't walk on this ice. And the dog ran out. He's like, get back here! Get back here!
That guy, I couldn't tell what he was trying to do. He was clearing a path on the ice for winter, but also poking holes in the ice.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if he was... I couldn't figure out what the purpose this was, except to make it so it would look like his dogs were about to fall on the ice every commercial break.
Yeah.
And be like, don't go in that ice! And then it'd cut to commercial, and they'd come back, and the dog would just walk back around like, okay.
Yeah, that was just... I didn't know what was going on, but I was still curious, like, what's happening? Why? So,
Yeah, we sat there the entire time, less impressed by the show, and more genuinely quizzical about the situation. We were like, why?
yeah, that was just my theme for the night. Why?
That is truly one of the greatest questions of our lives, is why. No one ever stops to ask why.
Yeah.
Even when you read newspaper articles, like this guy with the aliens, no one stops to ask why. Can I just say, after you left, the day after you left, I got in the mail a package from the video game Senran Kagura, which is literally just big boobed women doing weird, like anime women doing weird stuff.
Yeah.
Right? There's one where it's a cooking game. There's one where it's like a fighting game. There's one where it's like a Dynasty War style game. And the new one that just came out is literally like a sexy boob anime girl water park version of Splatoon. And they sent me a mouse pad that is literally the size of my head. And along with this mouse pad it's one of those like boob mouse pads. So of course, because the girl is the size of my head, the boobs are even bigger. And I put it on my desk. It takes up half my desk. It is ridiculous. I guess you're supposed to like rest your wrist/arm between her boobs, but it's impossible because they're too big. You can't move your arm. So like I had to turn it to the side. So now I have a normal mouse pad, which is her head, and the boobs like hang off the side of my desk. The problem is I'll be like reading a news article and just like look over and notice I'm just rubbing a boob. And like everyone else will notice too, and I'm like, I can't help it. They're right here. I'll be reading something like, drunk on alcohol, and he was sent by aliens. And I'll just be like rubbing it. And here's the thing: everyone else who comes in the room also starts rubbing them too. You can't not rub them. They're so big. They are just, and what's inside of them is like what stress balls are made out of. So you're literally just like squeezing a boob. Like, I feel better now. Actually, I was stressed earlier, but now I feel good. It's ludicrous. It's so funny looking. So yeah, that's what I have in my office now.
Huh.
Yeah, I figured you should know. I figure everyone should know that when people come into my office, the first thing they see is a desk with just this giant boobed anime girl. Feeling really good about it.
Has anyone got the Amazon Prime food yet?
What?
Outside your place, the Amazon groceries.
You know what? It's gone now.
Shit.
For those who were curious, when Crendor came to visit, even though we talked about it on the podcast, when he came to visit, it was still there.
Yep. It moved, though.
And when he left, it moved a little bit. Someone pushed it out of the way. And when he left, it was still there. Eventually, one day it was removed. I don't know by who.
Somebody took it.
Somebody was just like, I'm taking this now. That's the end of that, I guess.
Shit.
All right, well, I suppose we should go to Top to Go, Sun in the Sky with Crendor. Crendor, how's that travel out there?
There's not a lot of traffic. I'm looking around. It's pretty open, pretty clear, pretty fresh, pretty fantastic, pretty spectacular traffic. Pretty awesome, pretty great, pretty sweet, pretty sick, bro. Pretty gnarly, pretty radical. Great traffic. Back to you.
How far back in your timeline did you have to go look up those words? In the course of your life, how many of those words have you actually used?
Very few.
I was about to say, I don't think I've ever heard you say gnarly before.
I was digging into the depths of my brain as I kept going, and it just, like, my brain was just going through files. It's like, this was a word I heard.
Yep. You were digging. Okay, well, what's happening in the weather?
Weather desk, how you doing, Whoppy?
Whoppy activated 45142. No results. Wap, 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 wap. 42186. No results. 87532. Espanola, New Mexico.
Okay,
73 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whoppy, you
Feels
can't laugh. You're a robot.
I have emotions programmed. Feels like 70.
We need to fix that.
High blank low 45 degrees Fahrenheit UV index
Hi, blank.
0
Hi,
out of 10.
blank.
High blank clear skies low near 45 Fahrenheit winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Monday 60 high 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Tuesday 61 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right.
Wait, I got a question.
And-
Hold on, back it
Yeah.
up. I thought New Mexico was going to be hotter than that. It's only 60?
I mean, it is winter, and it is the desert, so I imagine it gets colder.
Yeah, but these are like the highs. It's
Well,
like
it's-
sunny every day, and it's only like 67, 60. Like, that's what it is here in Chicago.
I don't know. I don't know the rules.
I don't either.
What's
Somebody-
the rest of the week?
well,
What's
any,
the rest of the week?
That's what it is. It's 75, 75, 73, 67, 68, 69, 68, 68, 66, 66, 68.
What's Chicago weather the rest of the week?
Chicago weather rest of the week is Chicago.
65, 62, 59, 58, 69, 74, 73.
Yeah, look at that. It's like the same. Chicago's
Maybe
like New
because
Mexico.
of the hurricanes?
Oh,
or
maybe.
because of, like, there's got to be weather phenomenon that we are not smart enough to know about that answers our question.
Any weather people out there that know things, please
Yeah.
tell us.
Yeah, I'm just excited I figured out where hurricanes come from.
Yeah.
It blows, like, I get the concept of hurricane, but, like, people were trying to explain on TV where hurricanes came from. And it's like, this is bullshit. And then I went on Weather Channel, and this guy explained it so simply. I was like, thank you, Weather Channel. Thank you. Straight up, it literally is just Africa in the Sahara Desert. All the hot air blows out into the Atlantic, right?
Yeah.
And then from the south, cool air flows up north and meets with that. And the cool air and the hot air combine and make the hurricanes. Well, the hotter it is in the desert, the worse the hurricanes are. So in years where there are terrible hurricanes, it's because shit is getting hotter in the desert. It's that simple. And I was like, all right, I get it now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
See, do that. Somebody that's smart with weather, do that in the comment section.
Yeah, dumb it down for us. Like, take it down to the dumbest level.
Yeah.
Don't give us facts and figures. Just give it to us in a story. Like, well, the hot air meets the cold air, and they fall in love, and when they bang, they make hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, easy.
Done. And let's go over to sports with Crendor. How's the sports looking?
Sports.
We got some crazy sports stuff happening, all right? It's insane. If you take a look at the sports, first off, baseball. We're in the final round of the playoffs. We have the Yankees and the Astros. Astros up 2-0. And then the Dodgers and the Cubs. Dodgers up 2-0 after the Cubs blew it. Very dumb. Very dumb.
I saw a clip online
Right?
of the Cubs pitcher
Yeah.
trying to hit one of the Dodger players in the head with the ball, and then the next pitch, the Dodger player got a home run.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that happens. You know, it's going to
All
happen.
right, yeah. Yeah, of course.
And then says baseball. Cubs will come back. Don't worry. They'll do it. And then football, NFL football, whole bunch of stuff happened yesterday. Worst thing of the season likely is that Aaron Rodgers is out.
Gone.
He's gone, possibly for the rest of the season. Broke his collarbone. And last he broke it in 2013. Only missed about 6-7 weeks. But that was his non-throwing shoulder. This is the throwing shoulder. It's not good. It's not good.
Damn, he's down. He's done. Donezo.
Yeah, he's done. So at this point, I'd rather they just lose out, get a good draft pick, draft some people that actually block, and then he won't get hurt. So that's what I'm hoping now at this point. And then other teams doing well though. We got Kansas City. Kansas City is now. They lost. They lost to the Steelers.
Yes, they did.
Damn, they were 5-1. I thought they were gonna be 6-0. They're 5-1 now.
Like I've said many times. I said it on the internet. I'm gonna say it here. The Steelers, when presented with a difficult team, come out on top somehow.
Yeah.
When presented with a team they should defeat easily, get stomped, and it makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes.
That is how they play. They are the weirdest team in the league. I don't know why I'm a fan. I blame my parents.
New England, another one of those teams where they don't even look good, but they're in first place still. That's just New England.
That's because it's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
They're a team called the Patriots, and they always have to win. I get it. Conspiracy at the highest levels of government.
That is a conspiracy. Somehow, the Los Angeles Rams are in first place. Look
I
at them.
don't know how that happened. I imagine money made it happen.
They've been bad for a while, so I think they
have been bad for a while. So they, like you were saying, eventually you become so bad that you get the picks to become good.
Exactly. That's the best strategy, and that's why they're trying to do something about it, because teams will just tank now. They'll just be like, yeah, we suck. Let's just get the best pick. And so in the NBA, they're like, no, we got the lottery, and we're going to do the thing. It's like, come on, just let the shitty team get it. All right? Just let them go. Like, look at the Browns. Browns are 0-6 now. They still haven't won. So are the 49ers.
And the problem with the Browns is every time they find someone, they're like, this is the guy who's going to turn around. The guy turns out to be a shithead.
Yeah, they don't. Well, it's because they're just bad. They're like a college team playing in the NFL.
They really are.
The 49ers are 0-6. 49ers have been all right, though. They need some help, too. But the Eagles 5-1. I think it's going to be the Eagles in the NFC. Powerful team. Kick it over to hockey. For all you hockey fans out there, crazy stuff happening. Blackhawks, first place still, 4-1. They're scoring a lot of goals. And then in the other side, New Jersey and Toronto and Columbus and Tampa Bay and Detroit are all tied at 8 points. So that's like 5-6 first place teams.
Put them all on the ice together. Let them battle it out.
Yep.
That's what I say.
And Ottawa at 8 points. And then you got Pittsburgh and Washington at 7. That's intense.
Put them all on the ice, all in one time.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. And then
That'd be the most watched game ever in the history of sport.
Buffalo's still at 3 points. Somehow they're bad, but they just can't find good players, I guess.
All that's in Buffalo is ice. How are they bad?
I don't know. I remember being a kid.
How do they consistently suck?
And I used to like Buffalo because I just liked their Buffalo logo.
Like the Sabres? And you're like, yeah, they're cool. Yeah. No, they're terrible. They've never been cool.
Well, they were cool for that 1 year. They made it all the way, and then they lost in like the final game of the Stanley Cup, and then they've just...
That sounds about right, but that makes them even less cool.
It was like 99 or something. I don't know. They're just bad. And that's hockey. Is there any other sport? Is there any other sport I missed?
What about football?
Football. Oh, yeah. America didn't make the World Cup.
Yes. In fact, they got beat by Trinidad, I think.
Oh, yeah. They got beat by Trinidad.
The reaction was genuinely hilarious. It was like, oh, how can you get beat by Trinidad? You're so bad. Like, people were losing their mind. Like, you don't even deserve to play. Like, you are a multi-million-dollar team, and you got beat by Trinidad. It was incredible. Go find that clip. It's amazing.
How are we so bad?
That's a great I understand that it's not one of our main national sports. I get that, and I get it is everywhere else in the world. But still, with the population we have and the amount of people from other parts of the world that immigrate to America, shouldn't we, in theory, still be able to compete and beat smaller countries?
Yeah, should be able to find some people.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Trinidad must have either A, a great team, or B, just their fundamentals down a little bit better.
I mean, we play
can't figure
soccer
it
as
out.
kids.
Meanwhile, the women's teams kick ass.
Yeah. It's
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know any actual soccer players on our team.
Neither do I. I guess you're right. I guess that makes sense.
I know they used to. I knew a few people back when they like what was it? They had that goalie guy, Tim something.
Pele. Yeah, Pele.
Yeah,
and,
you got Pele on the squad.
Yeah, a guy with gloves. That guy who had the fancy gloves.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, the goalie. Yeah,
Donovan.
we know him.
Landon
Yeah,
Donovan.
yeah.
I remember him. He was really popular in like the 90s or early 2000s or something.
Beckham, because people would bend it like him.
Yeah, you just throw
And
the whole team together.
he got with the Spice Girl.
And Smash Mouth.
Paolo, Smash Mouth.
Yeah, Smash Mouth.
Yeah, it's soccer.
Oh yeah, and then basketball starts tomorrow.
Cavaliers,
we go.
Celtics, Rockets, Warriors, get ready, basketball.
Oh my God. All right. Well, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Well, there is that thing going on with McDonald's and Rick and Morty fans.
That is the dumbest. I can't even stress how dumb that is.
I don't get it.
I've been moments away from tweeting about it all weekend. Just like, I want to say a thing or two about how much I hate this, but at the same time, I don't want to piss anyone off. But boy, is it dumb.
Drove 4 hours. They say at McDonald's, drove 4 hours at 6 a.m. from Canada for that Szechuan sauce. No sauce. Wouldn't even give us a poster. Hashtag I want my McNugget sauce.
I can't. Apparently, McDonald's. So for those of you who don't know what this is, you probably don't watch Rick and Morty, or you probably are an adult. Either way,
or you're probably not smart enough to understand Rick and Morty.
Yeah, you're probably not smart enough to understand how smart Rick and Morty is, guys.
Theoretical physics, guys. All right. Angry crowd chants, "We want sauce! We want sauce!" as police force them back. 1,000 people camped out to get sauce, but McDonald's had 70.
Yeah, so apparently, from what I was told, only 20 were sent to some McDonald's, 20 packets of sauce.
Yeah.
So literally the whole joke is from season 3's first episode. Rick goes on this tirade, this monologue about Szechuan sauce and how it doesn't exist anymore, how much he loved it. It became a meme, and McDonald's, of course, jumped on the meme.
Right.
And so they brought Szechuan sauce back, which I'm very angry about. They brought it back as a Rick and Morty bit and not where it originally belongs in the movie Milan, which is what it was for originally.
Yeah.
But, yes, they brought it back, but I guess crazy people be crazy, and either be it by goof or by whatever, people just started lining up. And I think most of the people doing this did it for the goof of we went to McDonald's and got Szechuan sauce, lol. And of course, because they did it for the goof, those are the same type of people who, when McDonald's is we don't have any, would lose their mind and start posting about it on the internet. In the hopes that it then becomes a bigger goof. So, of course, you have people shouting "Pickle Rick" in the middle of a McDonald's, trying to get, in a video. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
That's what they should have done. Should have had McRibs. Should have had the jalapeno burger, and they should have made Cox and Crendors and handed them out.
Should have done it. That would have changed. You know what? I'm going to say it. I'm going to put it out there right now. Cox and Crendor was the original Rick and Morty.
Yeah, the McCox and Crendor defeats Szechuan
I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there right now. You have to be very intelligent to understand our humor. We are burp wubba lub dub. Look at me. We're perfect.
You obviously need to put Szechuan sauce on the McCox and Crendor now to really just complete the flavor.
I saw someone selling syringes of Szechuan sauce on the internet for $50, offering a sample taste for people who want to know what it tastes like.
I don't want to spoil it into people's mouths.
I don't want to spoil it for you. Szechuan sauce was never very good. It wasn't good. It was sweet and gross and weird tasting, but whatever. I guess that's a meme now, so I guess I'm dumb.
The worst part about it is that the employees of McDonald's have to get the flack for it when they're just going into work.
The look on their faces in those
shit.
videos is why? We're just trying to do our job. Stop.
Yeah.
And the kids are like, Where's our sauce? Where's and there's one video where it's this entire crowd chanting, and then the camera pans over to just this poor dejected woman who's just like, I'm too old for this shit.
I don't get it. I don't get excited about these things. Even if it's something I really care about, I just never get hyped. Like, I gotta go there and I more so go to just see the people just doing.
Well, I think that's what the vast majority of this is people who wanted to go see what it was about, people who went for the joke, and people who went because it was something to do with their friends.
Yeah.
Right? And I get it. I understand it. But boy, do I not like it. Like, I think I finally hit old age mode where, like, I get 20 years ago, that probably would have been me.
Yeah.
I probably would have been like, it's for the goof, it's funny, right?
Yeah.
But God, does it look stupid to me right now. I'm like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
It's a packet of sauce.
A McDonald's item. It's a McDonald's item.
It's a packet of, it's pointless. It's a goof on a show that 10 years from now you will not remember.
It's probably, the ingredients probably start with like, here it is. I can read you the ingredients. High fructose corn syrup.
Of course.
Water. Hold on, what the shit is? Tomato paste. Grape vinegar. Distilled vinegar. Salt. Soy sauce. Water. Wheat. Soybean salt, food starch. Extros. Soybean oil. Natural smoke flavor. Plant. What the shit? Plant.
What are you looking at? Where are you?
Source. It's just this really small image I'm trying to read up. It's just here. Look at this. Let's see. Xanthan gum, caramel color, garlic powder, cellulose gum, some chili pepper, malic acid, natural flavors, fruit vegetable source, almond powder, sodium benzoate, and some more acid.
Meanwhile, you could eat that garbage, or you could literally make it. There's so many versions of this online.
You can make a better one.
Like, you can make a better one and be proud of yourself, and then make a joke of like, I have Szechuan sauce, right?
Yeah.
You still, and it would be better. Literally, it's like garlic, balsamic vinegar, soy sauce. Do not use low sodium. Plum sake, brown sugar, some sriracha, a little bit if you want, and then red pepper flakes and mixed ginger.
Yeah.
That's it. And like, there's other versions that are literally just like, combine brown sugar and vinegar with a small saucepan, cook over medium, whisk occasionally until sugar dissolves, add ketchup, soy sauce, chili garlic sauce, onion powder, and ginger, cook, whisking constantly. It'll be done in about 5 minutes. That's it. Like, that's another recipe. It's going to be the exact same taste as the McDonald's one, because spoiler, the McDonald's one is chemicals designed to taste like something.
Let me tell you how to make the McDonald's one, all right? You buy a jug of high fructose corn syrup. You pour it in. You pour in some water, some tomato paste, some grape vinegar, some salt, and then some soy sauce, like packets. And there you go. You got to make sure it's like 80% corn syrup. That's the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just stupid. I feel like McDonald's just didn't understand the amount of people that wanted the sauce. They're probably just like, we'll just get some.
Right.
They throw it in, but then, I don't know, man.
Yeah, and like, literally people are just posting like, yeah, I made the sauce and it tastes really, really good. I love it. Yeah, of course, because you homemade it and it wasn't like, I'm telling you, as a person who was alive in 1998 when this sauce existed, it was awful. It was not good.
Like that, there's just some of the, like, I wasted a full tank of gas going to multiple McDonald's. Thanks for nothing. You lost a customer. It's like, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb and say, no, they didn't lose a customer. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say people who really care about McDonald's did not give a shit about Szechuan sauce.
Yeah.
Was mad at Gonzalez for engaging in anal sex with Watson. Earlier, Mitchell participated in oral sex with Watson. Police say, what? What? Yep. All right. Well, that's a terrible story.
It is.
All right. What else do you have? What
All right,
other stories are there?
Brighten
our days. Brighten our day.
This will be like the real news. Like, when it comes to long tongues, this dog licks up the competition. Right after they're two shot and dead. And
we need to cheer, like a squirrel on a.
But a squirrel is
bike.
taking a. Let's see. Boy swallows piece of pet toy and can't stop squeaking.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. That's pretty solid. Young boy in Tucumán, Argentina suffered an unusual side effect after he swallowed a piece from a pet toy. He couldn't stop squeaking. The video above was taken in the emergency room of a children's hospital. It shows the unnamed...
They didn't put him in the emergency room and then film him like, oh, we got footage of you squeaking.
They probably did. It shows the unnamed 8-year-old boy opening his mouth and squeaking up a storm. The whistle was stuck between the larynx and the pharynx. Using local...
I'm sorry, what?
The larynx,
what?
Larynx and the pharynx.
This is not... None of that sounds like real things in your body, but I know it is. Okay.
Using local anesthesia, Zuvira was able to remove the squeaker from the boy's throat. His mother was more scared than he was. It was a tragicomic situation. To be honest, I never seen or heard about a case like this in my life. He is recovered, but Zuvira posted the video on Facebook last week to warn people about the dangers of swallowing things. It has received 9 million views since.
I don't think that was the purpose. I think the purpose was, look at this kid.
Yeah.
Kid's got squeaks in his mouth.
Yeah, I think that is the purpose. Hold on,
But it's to warn you of the dangers.
Oh my God, he does. He honks. Look at this.
And I got an ad for Fanta. This doesn't help me.
God,
it's an ad for Fanta where it's a bunch of like kids dancing.
Nobody
and people
even likes
watching them
their
with
products anymore.
Oh my God, it's still going. This commercial's still going. It's a commercial for Fanta, and it's just people dancing, and I'm not okay with this. I don't you want a Fanta? I don't want any of it.
Fanta, don't you want that?
Here we go. Oh, when he breathes, he goes, ah!
Yeah.
He sounds like one of those ducks that when you like in that video where you mash the duck, or the chickens that go, ah!
Yeah, he does.
Oh my God. Well, that's the best thing I've seen all day.
That was great. That was a nice little cheer up there.
All right. Well, then I guess that's it for us. Thank you so much for listening or watching if you're doing it on the tubes. We will see you next time with another episode. And as always,
Boop.
to be continued.